Oh yeah, the event is starting. I'm on my way. Please stay intelligent.
Where's everybody? Okay. Hi, everybody. How are you doing? Oh, my name is Laurel. And if I can get my script together here. So something at the beginning.
Oh, no kidding. And
welcome
Hi, guys, and I'm
to
Donna.
this week's news and updates. Donna, save me from myself.
I'm Donna. Everyone beyond down on the floor helping moderate all you news and updates fans.
Yay! Oh, I'm so glad you guys are here. Woo! What a week. Okay, what a past 2 weeks. So sickness.
Yes.
Sickness hit some of us last week. Not COVID-19, but the spring sick. Donna, it seems so simple to just have us sick now, but it feels so complicated. It caused so many people to freak out with worry. Is it the coronavirus? Are you think it's like stay away? Stay away! Well, we're back and healthy, and it was nothing compared to what lies waiting, lurking outside our doors. So how many of you are self-isolating? Please, yes, we love you for doing that. It's kind of a tribal thing, you know, it's not that we're keeping other people from getting sick. And I think honestly, kudos to everyone who is taking this seriously. Thank you. I know you're home from school and work and you're busy outdoor life and outside life, but thank you for everybody playing on our team.
Absolutely. It's fascinating to think that so many of us live our life dreaming of the answer to the question, if only I had more time, I would. And guess what? Now we have the time. It's like the whole world is taking this huge breath, just a pause, responding with one mind in reaction to an invisible killer. And no matter your point of view on the subject, we are part of history here. We're watching it. We are in it. And you are part of the magic of it. Oh my gosh, Altspace is like this huge relief, right?
It's just amazing. This is a connection to the world around us. We know that. We've lived it. So if you're new to VR, you are about to learn it. And if, it's VR is more than a game. And the Altspace is more than a game. It's a lifestyle and it's a community, and we are the village. And today there are many villages within Altspace VR, but the core, we never forget that we are many and we are one community. No one needs to be alone. No one is really alone in VR, except for the idiots like Mater. Bye-bye. Thank you. Okay. So just, which is appropriate because my next sentence was, no one is really alone in VR, so welcome to the new virtual family. That is, everyone is welcome. Just leave your troll behavior at the door, okay?
How much did you pay him?
I must have paid him to do that.
That was precious.
Oh, it was good timing.
And it really is Christmas all over again. Like, wow, the influx of new users to Altspace VR is flooding the info zone and all the events and bringing us new visitors to our community. It's the increased demand for virtual and VR experiences, meetings, with requests and advice. Here's their announcement from earlier this week.
So they said, as the COVID-19 virus continues to affect individuals, businesses, and the daily norms of our life, our team, Altspace, is doing everything possible to minimize disruption and keep building towards a better product. We've received an overwhelming amount of inquiries from conferences, teachers, community organizers, and others who are looking to VR as an alternative to in-person gatherings. At this time, we're doing our best to support those who seek to use our product to stay connected in tough times. We will continue to evaluate work streams, collect feature requests, track bugs, and more, while also prioritizing the health and well-being of our small but mighty staff. Altspace is less than 40 people running this whole show, okay? As a result, things may take a little longer or maybe a little slower to respond to all of your feedback, but we're listening and doing our very best to keep up with the demand. We thank you in advance for your patience, understanding, and words of encouragement and support. Our team is humbled and grateful to have the opportunity to work on a product that can be beneficial and comforting in times like these. Oh, yeah. And we hope you're staying healthy and safety wherever you are and wherever you might be, and we're glad to have such a wonderful community to rely on, end quote.
That is incredible. And so many different events, when we get to the end of an event or during the event or whatever, the conversation steers towards the current events, what's happening in individual. I mean, that's one of the amazing things about VR, right? We're global. So in a room, we can easily have 10 or 12 countries. So we compare notes and we can talk. We're not solving anything, but what we are solving is this need for human connection. And I just think embracing those people that are new to this and just getting together, because we are all one, just like Laurel said, this is an incredible opportunity. So let's take a moment to send up cosmic virtual hearts to say thank you to the Altspace VR team for keeping the lights on, because that's true, you guys. As so many people are staying home, so are they're maintaining their jobs, and sometimes it's nice to be able to work from home, but truly sometimes there's things in our offices that help our daily work, and so to be able to do jobs right from home, huge thank you to them. And the demand for internet access, this is a huge thing for server support. It's literally overwhelming the infrastructure. So slow down a little bit on the binge watching of YouTube, Netflix, and Amazon Prime, folks. Just come into AltSpace and hang out with your friends, take a class, attend a concert, or create your own event and meet new friends. Please restrict your internet usage to productive applications like throwing basketballs on the Vista rooftop. It's therapeutic, people.
It is.
Swimming underwater. Yes, go for a swim underwater in Daisy Shaw's amazing marine world experience. This is a perfect time to literally spend hours going, because we can, spend hours going world hopping and see the amazing works of world builders.
Absolutely. And AltSpace VR needs more community helpers in the info zone than ever before. Well, long Christmas time, thanks. We want to introduce people to the wonders of AltSpace. Introduce yourselves and maybe take them flying or on a world tour, invite them to a favorite hangout of yours, make them feel welcome.
And it's really so important. So many people's first impression is how kind and welcoming people are in AltSpace. That's a tribute to every one of you. And so keep it up. And I have to tell you, it's so exhilarating. Giving people the empowering them to learn how to fly, right? It's just one of the greatest things to do that. So, that's so easy. You don't need a badge or anything to do that. Just take somebody and say, you want to give them this amazing experience. So please help the AltSpace VR staff and our community by blocking disruptive. This is really important. Blocking disruptive and underage users for immature behavior. This not only protects them and us, as they are not supposed to be here, it makes the community a safer and a more enjoyable place for everyone, okay?
Please help with that. And, if you don't want to be helpful, that's okay. Just stay out of the campfire, please. The current limit is 45 people. And it fills up fast with 20 to 50 to 100 new people coming in every single hour. They flood into the campfire because they're being funneled in there through a teleport that's in there. And if it's full, they think AltSpace is broken. So watch the number count, and if it starts going up, get out. Hey, I know you like hanging out there, but please move your group to the street, to Brooklyn Rooftop, or one of the thousands of beautiful worlds that are here in AltSpace VR. Create your own for your hangout for your buddies. Let the new people find their way into the campfire and the rest of AltSpace VR. And then once all of the fiddle faddle and all the crazy is done, come back in and hang out there, because the crazy is going to go back to normal crazy. Trust me. It's just a matter of time. So stay out of the campfire. Make sure those new people have a place to go.
So with so many people coming into the info zone, the AltSpace VR developers have added a few touches to make things easier in the info zone, like a sign that instructs people how to create an account.
Absolutely love that. They have also improved stability, fixed many bugs, and brought the private event group feature out of beta testing, ready to assist those eager to hold classes, meetings, and conferences in a private event space without too much hassle. We'll have more on that in the events section.
So let's get on with the general news and updates about AltSpace VR and start with those critical client updates. Update Tuesday, updates and fixes for all users and a few new features.
Yeah, there were 2 updates this week. It messed up my schedule. Anyway, the update, an update came out to add accessibility-related changes to the avatars to make their mouths and eyes easier to see when someone is speaking. Unfortunately, a little bug arrived, causing a bad hair day for the robot avatars with an odd color shift to their bot colors. It was fixed fairly quickly, and then the next week's update brought it back. Yeah, but it's fixed again. That was the second fix this week. So just remember Donna's favorite phrase, you can never have a bad hair day in VR. So don't worry about working on those bugs.
And they're suppressed. This is huge, you guys. They're suppressed when the mute feature is on. So now your hosting and mute all is on. Now your moderators can't do the portal either. But it is such a huge win that we don't have those portals. It isn't the final answer, but it's a step in the right direction. And you guys, kudos to the staff for doing it. They really are responding. They've heard our cries and woes and whines about portals, and they really are trying to accommodate everybody. Everybody comes from it from a different perspective. So remember, they've got many, many, many different voices coming at them. So at least with the mute all on, portal spawning is disabled, and seriously, kudos for that. We love it. Now, the menu has also been updated to make opening and closing smoother. There are adjustments to override the settings under Settings, Display Panel, if you are not happy with it.
Yay. Now, for 2D PC users, there's a new control option in the Settings Input Panel. Currently in 2D, the movement for the head to look in different directions and control the direction you walk as you move. It's done by holding the right mouse key down. With a new feature enabled, the control shifts to the mouse without the left or right mouse button interaction. It makes controlling the avatar head more intuitive, but it still needs a little work because teleporting is kind of funky. But it's a step in the right direction to ensure a more natural, intuitive 2D navigation experience. So love that.
Now, another announcement was made a week ago about Katie Law, known as Keegan, the program owner of AltSpace, and we'd like to highlight a few statements. And it was made not about her, by her, sorry.
Oh, sorry, by her.
Yeah.
Sorry. Yeah. We can talk about her later. If you have a bug to report or you wish to report on an issue with your account, like losing your password, being flagged or banned or something, the only way to report is to send them an email to support@altvr.com or use the support form at altvr.com. It is critical that AltSpace VR be able to track the conversation through their Zendesk support system.
Please keep the official Discord channel as a place for people to help. Oh, you put in the B word? To help and complain and whine fest. Okay, those are our words, not, oh, she actually, okay, so I'm going to read this as written, you guys. Please keep the official Discord channel as a place for people to help and not bitch and whine fest. Okay, those are our words, not hers, but you get the point. Their terms of service and policies allow them to delete comments on Discord and our other communication channels when they don't comply with rules, so don't complain when it happens. It is their sandbox, and they have the right to dictate who plays there. And honestly, unlike many companies, AltSpace VR is very lenient when it comes to allowing us to fairly freely chat and share on the official channels. So I see a lot of comments where I really wish they would have been private between two people rather than made public. Just in our real life, it's choose words carefully and understand it's a free platform, and they do give us a lot of latitude.
And if you're having an issue with someone in AltSpace, or you want to know what's going on or the status of someone who's been temporarily or permanently banned, please do not ask the staff for information. Such requests are a violation of the person's privacy, as well as the terms and conditions of AltSpace VR that protects each person's privacy.
Now, please note, bans and suspensions are taken very seriously by the AltSpace VR team. They are working hard to ensure that our community is kept welcoming, safe, and mature.
And Katie says that suspensions, this is important to understand because we get a real narrow perspective here. Suspensions are the result of repeated violations, not just a single action. This has to happen a lot of times before they take serious action. And trust me, AltSpace is more lenient than most of the other communities and groups and stuff I've been working with online that has like near zero tolerance, much more. They take multiple perspectives into account and they respect those. They work with privacy and safety task forces to ensure legal and regulatory compliance. There's laws that dictate how we be and what we can do and what we can't do. No reports made to the staff of the support team are ignored, and they do not disclose the details of any moderation investigations to the public. Okay? So you can say, well, doesn't matter. They can't tell you because it's law and it is in the terms of service and they have to obey those. So it's really serious.
And she continued on by saying they are always reviewing their policies and updating them when the need arises. And they want to work with us, not against us. That's the way it should be.
Absolutely. So kudos on that, and very brave for her to come out and really address those issues. By the way, hello to everybody in room 2. Okay, so on to Kaylin is heading off to a new job, a new career, working on I know, it's so sad. Oh my goodness. So working on the community support team and co-producer on the AltSpace VR events team and helping to manage the growing AltSpace VR community over the past couple of years, Kaylin has been an invaluable presence in our community and we are so going to miss her. Yeah. We want to celebrate her time here with a few looks back at the amazing work that she has done. And you may not know what she has done. So we want to tell you.
So let's start with in 2018, she brought together 3 world builders to create the very first community event project using the new World Builders kits and tools. The project was the first Halloween maze event. That was awesome. In 10 days, 3 of the world builders created 4 different worlds. Kaylin was on the incredible. The Halloween event brought in thousands of visitors over just a few events, and it was so popular. It was brought back 2 more times as a special event, bringing in thousands more people touring the 6 worlds over and over and over again.
And immediately after, still high on the whole experience, Homer challenged us to create the first parade in AltSpace VR for Thanksgiving and the holidays. The Halloween Maze team went to work building demos, and Kaylin and the team taught world building workshops and classes and inspired dozens in the community to build Thanksgiving or holiday floats. It was such a huge success. You know, we repeated it again this year. It was amazing this past year. It was amazing. And if you haven't seen Kaylin's, we call it the judges float, because they weren't part of the competition, honoring the animated movie Up. Make it a priority. In fact, we're going to, after this event is over, we'll talk for a little bit. We're going to create a portal there and take you to see the different floats and specifically Kaylin's, because that was just an amazing experience.
Now, she and the World Builders community started the World Building Workshops with some featuring challenges between Tony and Kaylin to build live based on requests from the audience. One of our favorites was a competition to build hamburgers. It was crazy and too much fun.
And it was, Kaylin was about to win until Tony whipped the ball. He made one from scratch with geometrics, and it was a hoot. And it was like, okay. And then, then they had trouble trying to make a straw, so that was very, very funny. But it was the pickles and the lettuce had us on the floor. It was beautiful. So the demand for world building instruction increased, and the community insisted that we formalize the workshops. So Kaylin created the world building meetups and the world building workshops held on Tuesdays for over the past year. And world building skills is increasing daily. Daisy Shaw's doing some training, so are some others. And we need a basic tutorial just on how to just get people started using the World Editor, because that's like an introduction. It's so essential that we have just a basic introduction. So we'll let you know when we find out what's happening on with those events.
Now, every holiday over the past year, Kaylin has stepped out to round up community or worked on her own to create unique and amazing event spaces for us. For the Chinese New Year last year, she learned Unity. People came into the event and she would fly around and grant them wishes. Do you guys remember that? That was so awesome.
Beautiful.
Turning those wishes into lighting lanterns that rose up out of the water, up into the sky.
That was so amazing. Just beautiful. Hanukkah and Christmas were always a party with Kaylin around. She convinced the dev team to make flames, especially for our first Hanukkah celebration, to light the candles. It was so cool. In 2018, she worked with the World Builders community to create storytelling spaces to read The Night Before Christmas, Polar Express, and even had volunteers using the World Builders pick off the ornaments from the tree to make them disappear as the Grinch stole them in the reading of How the Grinch Stole Christmas. It was awesome.
Now, her event tree every year with gifts on the tree to be opened every day with world building goodies was a treasure to behold of ingenious creativity and a dedication to our community.
Behind every little box was a uniquely designed little character. It was just amazingly well done. Just loved it. But one of our favorites, just one of my favorite events in all of Allspace. Just I laughed so hard. I wet myself. Seriously, it was for Valentine's Day when she took suggestions from the audience to build herself a boyfriend in Allspace VR. I have to say, we all love the moving grass under the armpits. That was awesome.
Now, being an artist at heart, she hosted many creative building kits. Amazing. She spent hours and hours rehearsing and practicing to make each event work. And she continued with her fascinating exploration into art with her Artist Corner events.
Yeah, love those. In 2019, Kaylin, JW, and myself, and the Allspace VR Community Helper team worked together to totally revamp the entire Allspace VR 101 tutorial to what it is today. A 30-minute introduction for new and experienced users on features, tools, events, etiquette, and a welcome to our community. And many an event was successful. I can tell you personally, many of my events, because of the work Kaylin did with the events team behind the scenes. If you had an issue with slides or video, your event space, world building, whatever it happened to be, she was there to help out. It was incredible.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I just went right over. Okay. Over the past couple months, Kaylin has been interviewing dozens of community helpers for the Interview with a Community Helper program and the event. Community helpers are just helpful people who've applied and qualified for a green name tag role because they want to be recognized as helpful. And yet, they're often judged and accused of having more power than we do. And her work
Now, what you may not know is how hard Kaylin worked to help our community grow. She created the Community Helper Commons, a place for us to hang out and meet, and started scheduling regular meetups to answer questions and teach others how to become involved in the Community Helper program, a legacy now passed on to Lena for months.
Worked with us. She calmed us. She answered questions above and beyond the call of duty. And she helped elevate the community program.
She set the community with two Discord servers, one for world building and one for the community, then helped merge them into one with the official Discord server, moving us away from an unofficial and often and given more input than ever before, especially with the remodel this last year and continued into this year.
You know, the truth is, okay, so we could go on and on, but hopefully without the tears. I'm feeling them. Please know, Kaylin, that we will miss you, and because of you, we are changed. You changed us individually. You changed AltSpace VR, and most of all, we credit you with changing the AltSpace VR community for the better and the best. For all of us, we wish you a great success in your new career. You're going to be so missed. We understand that this was only meant to be a temporary job right out of university, but you made it so much more, as you will in your new position. Thank you so much for everything. Everybody, big hearts for Kaylin. We're going to share the video with her, make sure she sees us. So big hearts, everybody. This is beautiful. Tears. On these and I'm using that big Discord server. I invite you to join if you haven't already, where you can keep up with all the news across our community and find the YouTube streaming and saved video links. I'm so glad I have mute. You didn't get to hear me blow my nose. I'm crying. It's terrible. Okay. Change. Just change is tough, man. So, world building news. So, like most people should be, the AltSpace VR team has been quarantined, and with most of the developers and team members in Seattle, not all of them, but many of them, an early epicenter of the COVID-19 crisis in the United States, they've already been restricted to home for a couple weeks, and likely a few more. With access to the technology they have, or were able to bring home with them from the office. They are still working on AltSpace VR. They're keeping the servers running and stable. Amazing. Improvements to world building continue, as well as some stabilization of the world editor, and we hear through the rumor mill that work on the Unity uploader and other functionality for world building is happening, but you didn't hear it here. You don't know anything, but we do know that you will love it, and when it gets here, but we don't know anything more than that, right? Right? Nothing. But we're hearing rumors. All right. World building also continues as old and new users explore the potential of the world editor and Unity. Yet we are all waiting for changes, I know, to the featured worlds list. So it'll be updated soon, but go exploring on your own, okay? So go to the website and search through the world list on the altvr.com website with fun words like water, beach, cars, caves, stars, space, whatever it is. See what you find. There's some great worlds out there. Favorite them and come into AltSpace VR and go world hunting or world hopping and from your favorites list. Bring friends along for the fun. Make a scavenger hunt to see how many cool worlds can you find and share with your friends. And the World Building Showcase continues to bring you amazing worlds and world builders to tour. If you are interested in having your worlds featured, please let us know and we'll pass that on to the World Building Tour Showcase team. If you complete an interesting new world and you would like us to promote it, let us know in our News and Updates Discord channel, and we'll send one of our team up to check it out, and may include it in our News and Updates show. Yeah, absolutely. First of all, my notes. First, there is a new feature for hosting private events. We started to mention it in AltSpace VR. The demand, as you know, is huge right now for teachers, businesses, real-world conferences as they deal with the cancellation of their events and closure of some of their offices. And VR, especially AltSpace VR, is ideal for these events, public or private.
Now, to make the process easier for private events like meetings, classes, workshops, trainings, and conferences, the AltSpace VR feature called Groups is now active and ready to go. We're not going to go into the full detail, as you can read about it on the AltSpace VR blog, but here are the basics.
Very basic. So on the AltVR website, go to More, then Groups. Once a group is created, you may add usernames or email addresses to the forms on the website, on that webpage, and then those people are granted access to that event space. In the event, that group is then added group event and add that group to the group drop-down list, and they may now access the event when the event opens.
Using a third-party ticket service like Eventbrite, people can buy their tickets and receive an email with a link to AltSpace and the event, and the instructions on how to enter and access the event. Then private events will appear under Events, My Events. Only those on the group list may enter that private event, and the event will not appear on the events calendar for the general public.
Now, educators in VR tested this feature extensively during the International Summit, and it was once we got our head wrapped around it, because it was kind of broken when we started using it, it was a very, very powerful feature, and it made our life so much easier. And our feedback helped to make it stronger and to be able to be used right now. So we're eager to see this feature expanded with more customization and options, but again, it's a great start. So if you're considering bringing your company, your students, or even a conference meeting, whatever, to AltSpace VR, this will make your life so much easier to get them into a private event.
So on that note, Educators in VR is hosting a series of event-based workshops to encourage you to host your own events. The workshops include the popular Speaker 101 training, moderation and hosting tools, how to film and live stream an event, and how to host a virtual conference in AltSpace VR. So Laurel does an amazing job at these workshops, so keep an eye on the calendar for the schedule and help spread the word. With so many people in AltSpace right now, and with so many new users testing the event features and creating events, we could be here for hours describing all the events in AltSpace that are coming just this week. So we'll focus on the most interesting options along with a few old favorites.
First up, again, congratulations to Educators in VR and Michael McDonald of the Gold Lotus Language Learning Company for their record-breaking 24-hour English lesson in VR, which finished a few hours ago. It was hour after hour of topics for English and English as a second language, speakers to explore. Oh, I love it. You guys love that. All right, wonderful. And I hope you got to have fun with it. It was a great way to get English as a second language speakers to explore terminology on and basic language learning skills. So important. The 24-hour event was to raise money for Red Cross Italy and the community of Lecce in the south. And it was so very hard hit by the crisis. So Donna, do we know how much money was raised?
I only know that it went over 2,000.
Woo! Yay, went over 2,000 euros were raised. That is incredible. Thank you. Share with those that don't have what we have. I mean, they're really, really hurting down there. And congratulations to the entire Educators in VR team, including our own Donna McTee. You were amazing, who barely slept to keep the event lights on, and to Diamond and Karen666 and Alistair and the entire support team. And thank you from Michael, Educators in VR, and all of us for bringing this event to AltSpace and staying awake for 24 hours. Holy crap. And to help in so many ways. And I am so thrilled. Well done. Thank you.
And I love the responses from people. And not only on the emotions but the voice, right? Our voice box was not intended. And I don't know if it was the chocolate biscuits and the glass of orange juice that he drank between every single hour, which was hilarious. The comments during and after were amazing. That people, it was such a unique way to 24 hours. So kudos to Mike for being the first, not the last. I have to tell you, Michael, you had a great idea, and I'm sorry there's going to be people that are pilfering that idea because it was awesome. So
He's a great teacher.
On the hunt. Oh, the hunt is back. And better than ever, the Rooftop Crew is celebrating their second year of hiding Easter eggs in random worlds throughout AltSpace VR. Check out the event on Wednesday for more information on how to find the eggs and win a prize if you find them all.
Yeah, this is the second year. Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, our favorite buddy, always ready with surprises, Chuck of Health Systems Chat. He's bringing us some timely and innovative experience this Thursday as he tackles the coronavirus with information and tips on Cath's 3D printing. And to help support, if you have a 3D printer, you need to be here to help support the healthcare system in crisis by making products they can use. This is going back to the old World War I and World War II days where we're making things and send them off to the troops to help fight the war. So just, you can use your DIY skills as a crafter or a sewer to make face masks and other healthcare supplies to support this war against an invisible foe in this crisis. It's a great way to get motivated and do your part to help our communities thrive in these really tough times. So expect some very imaginative stuff coming up on Thursday.
Oh my gosh, Chuck is just so creative. It's empowering to everybody around him whenever you attend those events. Now, Evolve VR is having an Outer Space Music Festival and firework competition in a few hours. So if you guys spent any time last weekend listening to music and hearing those fireworks go off, you guys gotta attend it. If you missed it, you get an opportunity this week. It's described as a virus-free dance party. So come join the party and throw some fireworks and snowballs, as this is clearly a noisy romp in outer space. It is. Now, Church Toronto is a Christian service featuring Pastor Mike and Pastor Toronto exploring the gospel in a fun and innovative way. We understand that life is stressful around the world right now, so if you need spiritual help, support, and encouragement, check out the other religious and church services we have in AltSpace VR.
And you don't want to miss the wonderful Live Loved event by our own Donna McTee. This week's spiritual devotional deals with feeling overwhelmed and alone and not knowing where to turn. It's a beautiful Christian support group that helps you find the confidence and the peace you need in these tough times and every day, and you don't want to miss it. Check it out on the calendar as it is held regularly throughout the week. Donna, you're creating such a powerful support community here, and honestly, you all don't want to miss out. Please join the Live Loved Discord for support beyond AltSpace VR and Beyond VR. And Donna, thank you for doing this. This is amazing event, and I'm hearing life-changing things that are coming out of it. So thank you.
Okay, now. I didn't know she was going to do this. I didn't read ahead on the script. That's so kind of you. Oh, thank you. If you are a singer and joke.
Now wait a minute, Donna. Look at all these people out here who love and support you. Take a look. Just take a minute and look at all the love that is out here for all of the work you do, for all of the stuff you do for educators in VR, for the church things, for the AltSpace VR 101, and for the news and updates, all the events that you do. Thank you. Take it in, suck it in, hold it, memorize it, absorb it. It's beautiful. We love you.
Well, thank you, everyone. That goes both ways, let me tell you. That's so kind of you.
Yeah.
Now, if you are a singer or a joke teller, remember there are some amazing places to share your talents in Altspace VR. Check out Center Stage tomorrow, open mic, improv night later in the week, and let your creative spirit soar. And you guys, it's a great opportunity to get more comfortable with speaking in public. You're doing it in front of an audience that welcomes you and embraces you and supports you. So please check those events out. Tomorrow is another amazing UK meetup hosted by Daisy Shaw. Meetings like this are seriously more relevant now than ever, not just because of Brexit, which looks so insignificant now, right? I mean, really. But because we are still on this planet together and we need to connect. If you're living in the UK or call UK home or just want to hang out with some Brits, some really fun Brits, check out the UK meetup and consider starting one of your own. That it's such a fabulous idea, and Daisy is such a great host. But you guys, there's such a big world out there. We need these kinds of events to bring us together in Altspace. So kudos to Daisy, and we look forward to seeing more meetups.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just you can do it in your state, you can do it in your country, or do it in your community. Maybe you live in Seattle, maybe you live in New York, whatever it is, find a way, or just, do it in a borough, whatever it is, bring people
Maybe
together.
you live in Israel, do it in
Everywhere, in Israel and everywhere, bring people together. Yeah, the Hive is back and rocking with some amazing experts and developers from behind the scenes of some of today's hottest technology and gaming, especially in VR. Check it out tomorrow for a long special event with Virtual Athletics League's VRX Esports and Cloudhead Games, and broadcast live into Altspace VR.
And she now has the most amazing, they always have had great guests, but this past week, our very own Andy, admin at Altspace, was one of the 3 people on the panel this week, and it was so exciting to see her up there. It's the Hive events are so much fun. Now, Mike in Michigan is back with another Neurodiversity Lounge for ADHD meetup to support adults with ADHD and with people living with those with it. What a great support session. We have many similar meetups to support people with weight loss challenges, mental health issues, Alcoholics Anonymous, and we need more. If you start a support group and wish us to mention it here, please let us know on our Discord channel. This is such a great time to be starting a support groups. People need that time to talk, to share ideas, to just get support from people who are going through similar circumstances. And remember, you're never alone. If you're experiencing something, there's somebody on Altspace experiencing the same thing. So if you think it's only me, start a discussion and just open up a room, even if it's a quick scheduled event, and people will come in and share.
Yeah, it's the magic of Altspace, trust me. Beautifully said. The Computer Science in VR team is hosting a series of workshops and classes on computer programming, and they have a special event to teach you on Monday how to set up Unity and your Oculus Quest or Go to upload and run apps, not just Altspace, to run your own apps. So you don't want to miss it, or any of their other online classes right here in Altspace VR.
So many opportunities to learn new things, and what a great time right now when you're held captive in a small space to open your mind up to something you may never have thought of doing before. So what a great opportunity. Now, if you're looking for a change of pace from all the madness in the news, it's hard to escape the madness. Don't forget that Evolve VR has meditation sessions in English and German and special events to help you tune out and turn off the outside world and find some inner peace. Check the calendar for dates and times over the past 2 weeks. They've held almost 30 events here at Altspace VR, so you are likely to find something that actually matches your schedule.
And you know what? These are just the tip of the iceberg of the things that are happening here in Altspace. Check that Altspace VR calendar for more information and details on all the events that are happening here, and consider making one yourself, just as Donna just said. So RSVP an event. Margaret is interested to trigger email reminders so you don't miss a moment. Oh, all right. So now, Donna, take us out.
So remember, the conversation doesn't stop here in AltSpace VR. Check out all the various Discord groups we have for the AltSpace VR community and activities. There's an official AltSpace VR group to keep up with the activities and events in AltSpace. And like us, many long-term events have had active Discord servers just waiting for you to join and be a part of the community inside and out of AltSpace VR. We have a list in the lobby just for you, so make sure to check it out.
And that's all for the news and updates this week.
That's a lot for news and updates.
It's a lot, man. You can keep up with the AltSpace news and updates by subscribing to our event through the Channels tab on AltSpace VR website. You can join us on Discord, and you can watch the live stream of past news events on your YouTube channel, as Mark is streaming right now. We have added, I keep forgetting to change this, the AltSpace announcements feed to our news and updates Discord server, so you can get the best of both worlds. And we're here to keep you updated on the news in AltSpace, so please tell a friend and share our Discord and YouTube channels so that others can keep up with the news around AltSpace.
And if you would like to volunteer, and you guys, we're always looking for volunteers. We would love it. We do this for you, but we also need your help. We need people to help us film and live stream. We need people to supply us with photos and news about the events and activities around AltSpace. We need writers and editors and moderators and backup hosts. So if you would like to help us, let us know on our Discord server or after the show.
Yay! And we're going to hang around, answer any questions. We're going to take you to the portal for the parades. And we'd love to chat with you. So thanks to all of our news and updates, volunteers and moderators that help to make this event a success. Thank you all. And if you're in the second row, you can re-enter the event and come hopefully into the main room. Just check that event thing and you can come and join us. All right. In these uncertain times, stay safe, everyone, wherever you are. Stay safe. Woo!
See you next week.
Okay, I'm gonna get sick. I keep doing this.
What? You've got to get well.
No.
You have to get well.
I know, but I'm making myself sick